Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Dice Up the Classrooms. Coffee Edu here. Today I'm going to be talking about Kaboom. Kaboom is a Centers game that you can play with your students and everything. Now, if you're going no tech here, it's a great one to do. Is what you do is you take a set of popsicle sticks and you put a set of answers on them or questions which students will take out of a cup at random. And what they will do is they will pull it out and they have to answer the question here. Now here's an example of one right here. You have 2 pennies and 2 dimes. So the question would be is how much money do you have? And of course the student would say 22 cents. And then they would go into the next one and continue either till they get the question wrong, or they of course get a popsicle stick that says kaboom on it. When they get kaboom, if they get this kaboom stick, they have to stop, they lose all their points, and it goes back in the cup and it goes to the next player. Now that's how you do a no-tech version of this. Now I've created actually a tech one you can do on both Chromebook and iPad or tablet devices. And here's how you do it. Tony Vincent about last year had come up with Take a Chance with this HTML, which was a setup where you use random HTML setup to where a student clicks or reloads and they will get a random compliment, question, link, or whatever. So I did this myself here using Google Drive, which you can use using Editly. So what happens is in my Google Drive, I set up Google Documents with the random HTML here. And I did it on question of money. We have a lot of students, kindergarten, first grade, that don't really know how to count money. So what I've done is I've set up the random code to work each one. So what I did is you do script language, you put in an R text, which stands for rich text, and then you put the answers within it. So what I do is I put in my questions as well as Kaboom. So that way when the students scan and reload their iPad device or Chromebook, they will get these random questions, and if they did it wrong, they get Kaboom. And then you're going to see how we keep score. So I've already set this up. So I've set everything up, and once we've done that, I just have to do this with a QR code. So once I've set up here, you can use a QR code, which I've already got previously set up. So I'm going to take my iPad here, and I'm going to go to iNigma. I love using iNigma on my iPad. So I'm going to do it here. Scan in the code. Oops, hold on a second. Hit the wrong button. Happens sometimes. So I'll scan in the code. And immediately it's going to ask me, do you want to go to this? So I'm going to hit go to online. And the question is going to pop right on up. Of course, if I'm not signed in, it's not going to work. I have a different random here. 1 second. Let me sign this on in here, and I will show you how this works. I apologize for this. It was fine last night when I got everything set up, but unfortunately, you get signed out of things. Students have a random account, so they don't need to worry about signing in, So give me 1 second here. I'm going to rescan this. If not, I have my backup one on CodePen. So let's scan this again. So what happens is right here we have the question. So the question is, what is 2 pennies and 1 quarter? Well, everybody knows that's 27 cents. So they got it right. So then what they do is they reload it. And I got a server error for some reason. I do not know why. Oh well, let me go to my alternative. I have one which is on CodePen. CodePen is a great one you can use because it can allow you to host HTML with no problems. And what happens with that one, you can do the exact same thing with students. So give me a second. Let me go to my pens. Now, I love it when I have everything working beautifully and then something goes wrong. But anyhow, that's part of technology, right? So I'm going to go right here to my CodePen. So I'm going to reload this really quick. And I'm going to put in my script language. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go over to CodePen. I'm going to pop it right in here to my HTML. And there we go. So now it's ready to go. So I'm going to save this. I'm going to save this as Money Kaboom. Sometimes that's just what happens. So I'm going to change my view over here to live view. But like I said, I need to save this. There we go. So I'm going to change my view to full page. So I got Kaboom. So every time a student reloads the page, it will do it. Oh, they got Kaboom again, so they have to run. There we go. What is 4 quarters? The answer would be $1. So they reload it. Oh, they got Kaboom. Stops over and goes from there. But what happens is every time they get a right answer, since this is electronically, we use a type of manipulable. So, right, and this is going to help them with their counting too. So I have this as a double setup for a gamification. So we got 1 point from originally. So I'm going to reload this. Question, 2 pennies and 1 quarter, 27 cents. I got that right. I got another point. I'm going to reload it in a second, another time. 2 pennies and 1 quarter, 27 cents. Already got that one. I've only done a handful of questions. Oh, Kaboom! I've lost it. Goes over. Next player goes. So they go, reload. 3 pennies and 1 nickel. That's 8 cents. I got a point. We go again. 3 pennies and a nickel. That's 8 cents. Pop it over. Kaboom! I've lost my points. Goes to the next player. So that's how that works digitally here. You can host it on Google Drive. Make sure your port's over, and that's what happens. My port is closed. I have to fix that. I have my alternative on my other Google Drive, but it's really simple to this HTML. I've got my code pen. I'm going to share here on my blog post to this, so then people can copy that if they want to do this Google Forms and everything else. If not, I will also put a link to Tony Vincent's website, and I will also do it to Jillian here, who of course let me know about Kaboom. This is a fun game. It's great for centers, for teaching everything from sight words to money to math and so forth and so forth. So I'm going to link this all up. Thank you for watching here, guys, and I'll see you later.